Loads of different ways to look at that. Don't think that's particularly relevant. It's neither unhelpful or helpful. We ultimately will play a 46 game season where we'll try and win as many as we can. There's some draws in there, too many, and some losses. So on the one hand, it's over. Can stop talking about it. I'm more interested in 2 sets of runs. We're in a really difficult moment of the season. You can see that several games without a win, 7 now in terms of the league fixtures. And in the same way, our home form is what's holding us back, and we've got to do something to change that. Today there was an upturn in performance.
From Tuesday?
I think from Tuesday. I think in general from some of the home fixtures, I think we've been wrestling, trying to find the formula. Everyone has an opinion on what it should be. I think you see there 2 different halves in terms of trying stuff. A lot more direct in the first half. Put a team out there that we thought would be really physically capable, dominate the middle of the pitch, and created 5 chances in the first half that are as good as any we've had all season. In the second half, you have to go gung-ho, and look how easy their second goal is as a result of us just committing forward players, not so much on a counter-attack, but you are isolating players 1v1 defensively all round the pitch. When you play against teams that have good players as well, it's no surprise when you loosen up against the forward line that'll have Taylor in it, Blackett in it. It's difficult. So we've not been good enough at home. I've never once come and pretended otherwise. Confidence is really, really low around the group at home. I have opinions on the reasons why. My job is to make sure that turns around. So not overly interested in an unbeaten run coming to an end. We want to win games. You'd rather win one, lose one than draw every game through the season. In the same way, a winless run carries on, and we've got to turn that round up. Fully back the players to do it. I said when we were winning, I said it every week when we were winning, that at some point you have a spell that is as disappointing as the current run you have is positive, and we need to find our next win, and we need to do it fast.
Both goals, sloppy defending, frankly, weren't they? Not quick enough to pick up the ultimate scorer. But you had your chances. You really had your chances in the game.
There's 2 questions in there, isn't there? The goals we are conceding in home fixtures are, in my opinion, a result of chasing a more attacking way of playing. And I think we've introduced personnel to be positive and attack games and feel like how we should, stereotypical home team. But look at the goals. I go as far back as the goal we conceded against Lancaster here in the FA Trophy is laughable defensively. It isn't specific individuals all the time, it's collectively different partnerships, and I think my work between now and the next time we play at home is finding the balance, striking the balance. It's easy to strike the balance at 3-0 down at Kings Lynn because there is none. You have to go and chase a game. I think you do it 2-0 there and it'll feel like we've done really well in an attacking sense. Well, no, we are 2-0 down and the opposition aren't looking like they're going to try and score another one. But in the same way, I don't understand that. I don't understand the chances that we've missed there, and it's an important part of the game. And it's all well and good me saying, oh, well, on another day, that we don't, because at Curzon we missed a hell of a lot of chances in the first 20-25 minutes. And then again at the end, and then at Alfreton, I said it on Tuesday night, I think it was that same period. And today, in both halves, collectively be fascinated when you get chances. And what's frustrating is that is a reflection on the group performing in a way that creates goal scoring opportunities, and they are worthless unless you put the ball back in the back of the net, and that's evading us. I don't think we've been prolific here all season. I think there's reasons why, and like I said, confidence for the home fixtures is really, really low. I need to stress that point. But we were solid, and we weren't. That's 5 goals against in 3 home games, and I'm not looking at it going, wow, we've been outplayed there in a defensive sense. So a lot to take from it, and a lot we've got to learn, and we've got to learn quick.
Possibly over-egging the question a little bit. You were 1-0 down, and it looked like a cut and dried handball, and the referee didn't give it when you were 1-0 down.
Yeah, I think that sounds really, really unfair though, doesn't it?
I was saying it was slightly over-egging.
Been asked not to talk about refereeing decisions as well. I'd rather focus on the performance of my team and my team that have lost, and just almost repeat things I said that when we were winning. It's all everything's easier to analyse in terms of suggesting an alternative when you're losing games. So what did we try and do today? Look as much like we did structurally when we went on that brilliant run in terms of putting wins, points, not being unbeaten, but a run that largely started when we beat Kettering here, 4-0, and probably ended away at Kidderminster. And I don't feel like we've recovered from that long break, the enforced break, the illnesses. I think we've lost a little bit of an edge, and that reflects solely on me. I'm not going to do what, it's easy to come out here, be the manager, hammer the players, hammer referees. No, it's up to the manager to put a football team out there that can win games. We are still in a brilliant position in the league that is a less stable position than it was several games ago. What is important at the earliest opportunity is returning to the levels of performance and the restoring that confidence and putting on performances that generate the results that we did really consistently, in my opinion, in the middle third of the games we played, of the 29 league games, that middle third. Not only we got off to a great start, but we were winning games. We weren't drawing games, we weren't unbeaten, we weren't almost clutching at straws. But it's tough, that's the work, and I'll relish it and relish the work and the opportunity to improve us, because it's dead nice standing down there when you're winning games, and it's easier to come and talk to you with a smile on my face. Hurts me when we don't win games of football, hurts me even more when we lose. And I'm standing up here and it's very difficult, but we've got to do something about it rather than just complain.
And the next game, one of the favourites for promotion in Kings Lynn.
Brilliant. Brilliant. That for me is absolutely the type of fixture that we need to get going. We can tonight, we can sulk about it, we can, I'd say it's a lonely job, and I referenced that the other day. I was told people that have had this role, it's a lonely job, management in general, but particularly here when things aren't going to plan. There'll be almost like a post-mortem, and you've lost the game, and it's a terrible feeling on a Sunday morning. The work will start to go to Kings Lynn, and maybe it's someone else's unbeaten run that we'll be trying to put an end to.